Think about a time or event that changed your life forever.
This is what changed ours.
Our team had a vision where FIRST wasn't just an after-school program, but was the foundation of STEM education.
5 years ago, people thought we were foolish when we said that we were going to start a school based on a robotics team. After seeing our data, you should hear what they're saying now.
Our school uses FIRST principle as the foundation of education, a model that every school can duplicate.
Our team's vision wasn't just to train students to do robotic, but to engage students in meaningful work and create the next generation of STEM leaders as only FIRST can.
We saw the opportunity to weave together our FRC team and our high school. By pioneering this new economic model, we've maximized culture change in our community and secured our future.
When we used FIRST principles to design the Ypsilanti STEM Middle College, it changed our lives forever. Our grades, our character, and our stories defy the odds.
The impact that Grizzly Robotics has on our members is something that can only be described as culture change.
I'm Faye. I was homeschooled until last year when I stumbled into a demonstration Grizzly Robotics hosted at our local library. I knew becoming a student at the Ypsilanti STEM Middle College was the best decision for me.
My name is Umar. I'm an exchange student from Pakistan. When I was asked by my counselor about my interests, I had only one answer: engineering. When I went to my career engineering class, the environment was awesome and way different from the classes at home.
My name is Wilmer. Before I moved to Ypsilanti, I was bored, lacked motivation, and would regularly skip school. That all changed when my teacher introduced me to Team 66. Now I'm driven and I will graduate with over 40 college credits. So when we say our middle college and Grizzly Robotics changes lives, we really mean it. It has definitely changed mine.
9 out of 10 seniors at the STEM Middle College were not proficient in science or math when they started their freshman years.
On top of that, 4 years ago when our schools merged, only 69% of students graduated. At our FIRST-inspired middle college, our average graduation rate is over 90%.
Because our students are actively engaged and care about school, our suspension rate has decreased by 90.6% in the last 4 years.
Furthermore, all of our students are required to take engineering and manufacturing courses, while also obtaining at least 15 college credits. Studies show this makes us 80% more likely to obtain a college degree.
Impacting and improving the environment around us is a role we take seriously.
In our neck of the woods, Grizzly Robotics has partnered with the University of Michigan and NASA for the last 2 years to provide a test lab for their research on how engineering principles are taught in schools.
Over the last 16 years, our tent at the Ypsi Heritage Festival has become a cornerstone of this community event. In that time, we've had over 1 million exposures to FIRST programs.
Last spring, our lead mentor and team captain gave a TEDx talk on how the Ypsilanti STEM Middle College, based on FIRST principles, is changing the culture of our at-risk community.
Returning to our core, making robotics real for kids requires something tangible. We use our t-shirt shooting robot, affectionately named T-Rex, to show thousands of children that robots don't only exist on TV, but are something that they can create.
We expanded our partnership with the University of Michigan to their computer science department by co-hosting a weekly after-school program called Girls Who Code. As you might guess, this program works to close the gender gap in technology.
When you were in high school, did you ever dream about launching a satellite into space? It's a dream for me that's becoming a reality later this year.
In the fall, Grizzly Robotics and STEM Middle College partnered with the University of Michigan Space Science Department to launch a CubeSat satellite into space as part of its bicentennial celebration.
We are designing, manufacturing, and assembling elements of the satellite in a robotics lab.
This is an experience that wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for a professor who had a story about Grizzly Robotics in a local newspaper.
So, needless to say, our corner of the world is kind of a bit bigger. I'm 17 and about to launch a satellite into space. That's pretty awesome.
Well, Winnie the Pooh isn't quite a grizzly. He once said, "You can't always see in your corner of the forest." Taking that to heart, we've constantly worked to ensure that every environment is habitable for FIRST programs.
For the past 2 years, we've traveled to Washington, D.C., where I met with 6 members of Congress and told them my success story of how Grizzly Robotics has changed my life.
One of the things that was evident when we arrived in DC and met with other FIRST team was the lack of data proving how STEM education and FIRST robotics impact students.
Because of our unique ability to track our students, every FIRST team at the conference shared our achievement data in their meetings with members of Congress.
It was our data on graduation rates, increases in ACT scores, and our middle school proficiency data that won us support for the Frank and Kirk Marion Amendment to the Every Student Succeeds Act, which is subsequently signed into law by President Obama.
Because of the amendment, the Department of Education can now provide up to $1.65 billion in federal funding and support for after-school STEM programs like FIRST.
FIRST headquarters is sharing our achievement data nationally to help them reach the Cayman's goal of a FIRST team in every school.
Our stories have made such an impact on members of Congress that Congresswoman Debbie Dingo reached out to us after championships so she could visit our team and announce her sponsorship of the Kristen McAuliffe commemorative coin legislation.
Partnerships with our sponsors are also important to our overall impact. Last year, we created a partnership with one of our main sponsors, ZFTRW. We visited their facilities and often gave presentations on FIRST programs.
We piqued their interest and convinced them to sponsor us and other first team. We also convinced their employees to mentor rookie teams and have fun afterward while building robots.
Closer to home, we host workshops for mentors and local teams, covering a number of the challenges FIRST programs face, including team sustainability and designing, building, and programming robots. Just this season, we've hosted 3 other FRC programs weekly in our build space. It's been our privilege to mentor their mentors.
At the start, we asked you to think of an event that has changed your life forever. Over the last 6 minutes, we shared our stories of how Grizzly Robotics has changed our lives, our school, and our community.
People thought our vision of an educational model that would challenge students by using the FIRST experience was foolish.
But now we have people across the world asking how we do it, including FIRST headquarters and members of Congress.
Before Grizzly Robotics, I really didn't care about school. Now, as a student of our first inspired STEM at college, I care deeply. And as a dual enrolled student, I'm the first in my family to attend college.
Remaining a homeschool student would have been easy, but this team inspires me to be a better person, a better student, and a better teammate.
Because of the experiences I've had on this team, I will be 2 years more advanced than my peers when I get home to Pakistan and will influence the decisions I make for the rest of my life.
As you can tell, we've worked hard to change the culture of our community. We've taken a successful robotics program and turned it into a school that is transforming our community and impacting the world.
Thank you for your time. We are happy to answer any of your questions.